on? The air off?
Yeah, because it's loud.
Well, we're gonna freeze if we turn the air all the way off. I think that's okay. Hi.
Hi, everyone.
Am I in it? Because I
Yes.
can't see the screen, but you can. So
Can
if
you
you
shove
lead me
my-
astray,
Can you shove my head right a little bit?
if I go to edit this and my face isn't in it,
You're in it.
You're not in
it. I'm like,
I can see you.
kind of in it. You're definitely in it.
We're in the car. We're doing a car video today.
Car video. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Our dog is being groomed, so we have about an hour to kill.
Yep.
And we're going to tell you a little story.
My lips are so chapped. Holy crap.
After Hannah does her primping.
I tried to smile and they like, they were too tight. I couldn't smile. It's dry here.
Today we're talking about Hannah and Hannah's beauty
Yeah.
and
Insecurity,
Hannah's childhood.
that kind of stuff, childhood. I think this is going to be an interesting video.
What made you want to do this video? Do you know? Do you remember? She walked into the room and said, let's make a video about how I didn't think that you would find me attractive.
I think
And I was like, what?
I think what it was is like 2 of my Instagram reels have gotten like millions and millions of views, which means an influx of rude comments.
By the way, after 6 years, Hannah has
No, I've only had
finally-
Instagram for 3 years.
After 3 years, okay, rub it in, Hannah has surpassed me in followers on Instagram.
Sad for you.
So you've been getting millions and millions
Yes.
of new people.
So there's like all these comments and, you know, a lot of nice people, whatever, but there's just so many comments, mostly from young men. Like I'll literally click on the name and it'll be like, whatever high school class. And I'm like, oh my God, you really shouldn't be saying these things online, dude. But a lot of comments about Shane's appearance, my appearance, how they're mismatched, all these things.
And
So
you can guess which direction they're saying it's mismatched. Mismatched.
that took you a really long time to get.
Mashed potatoes. Mishy, mashy, mismatch.
Okay. So anyway, I've been thinking a lot about that, and something that was funny to me is that when I first met Shane, when we were first meeting in person, I was really worried about how I looked and if he would be still attracted to me, because you have to understand, we were only seeing each other over FaceTime.
Yeah.
So I'm sure Shane was worried about what I would think in person. I was worried about what he would think in person.
Like, I had never told her I was in a wheelchair, so that was going to be a big reveal.
No.
Just kidding.
Nope. But both of us, I'm sure, were thinking like, oh
Yeah.
no, what, you know, when we're like there together, what is the other one going to think?
With
And
just like, pause.
yeah.
That blows my mind that you were worried about that with like how
Well,
how beautiful you are.
we're going to talk. And so it's just funny that no one writes on the reels, like, lucky that Shane was into her.
Yeah.
But I think it'll be interesting to talk about why I felt that way.
Yeah.
Because I've been thinking about it, and there's like very specific reasons why that you probably wouldn't think about when you don't know someone.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show.
It's time
To talk
about...
our lives. So let's go back to
Let's go back to 4th grade.
4th grade. That was when this all began.
That's when this all began. So,
When Hannah began shooting upwards.
oh man.
Hannah was a tall kid.
That is the crux of this issue. So here we go. When I went into 4th grade, now 4th grade is like 9 to 10 years old, I think. When I went into 4th grade, I was 5 feet tall, which is tall for a 4th grader.
It's super tall.
And I know this, I remember these heights because my teacher was 5'2", and at the beginning of the year I was shorter, and I remember her like making jokes about that I was gonna like surpass her basically. And so I remember these heights very specifically. So at the beginning of 4th grade I was 5'2". At the end of 4th grade, so 9 months later, I was 5'8".
Oh, were you just sore that entire year?
Yeah, I got Osgood-Schlatter disease or
Did you
whatever
really?
in my knees.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like messed up all my joints. It was
Oh.
terrible.
So she got really tall, really fast.
Really fast. And 5'8" for a 4th grader is like not, that is not really normal.
No.
So like I'm sure I can find some photos to put in here of like what I looked like at these ages. By like 5th grade, I like grew the rest of the way. So by the end of 5th grade, I was 5'10", and that's like where I am now. So since I was 11, I have been this height and generally this build. I developed
like
boobs early
shoulders,
on. Yeah,
big
exactly.
boobs, yeah.
Muscular. I was a swimmer. I've basically looked the same since I was like 12.
That's not a joke. When,
Not a joke.
When we began like talking, when we were just like being silly, I sent her a photo from her Facebook that I thought was like very attractive.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, like you look beautiful here. And she was like, yeah, I'm like 15 in that
I was
photo.
13.
13.
It was the one in the pool.
I was like, you look identical to how you look now.
Yes. So obviously the way that I look is generally like appreciated by society. Like obviously you can tell from all the comments, and people are like, wow, she is way hotter than Shane. All these terrible things people say.
Which
However,
don't love. I mean, I'm pretty hot.
You are pretty hot. It's ridiculous. But that does not go for 12-year-olds that look like that. You know, like I would get catcalled on the street, like men thought I was older, all of that stuff, which made me really disturbed. I had a lot of like issues with that. And other 12-year-olds
who were 4 feet
who were
tall.
4 feet tall, all of the boys, all of the girls, all of these people, they were like not into me, you know? I was obviously like I had friends. I was never bullied. It was like lucky, probably because I was too terrifying to bully. I was like 6 feet tall.
You're like, I will step on you.
But I was never an object of like romantic attraction because the boys were all like multiple feet shorter than me, and that was just like not a cool thing. Yeah, at that age, you're just like, no.
Yeah, being tall doesn't become like attractive, I don't think, until like high school. You know,
or later. Yeah. Like I hated being tall when I was younger. Now I like it. I'm totally fine with it now. But
so I don't know how to ask this in like a not offensive way, but
oh boy,
during that time, did you think that you were like hot or like ugly?
No, no. That's the thing, is like I hated my body.
Yeah,
because I was like, I'm too tall. My boobs are too big. That's why the construction worker is whistling across the street. So no, I definitely wasn't like, oh, I'm gorgeous, like this is great. I was like, this is horrible.
And then you kind of held on to that like feeling throughout like high school and up to when you met me.
Exactly. And so then I met Shane my freshman year of college. You know, I didn't really feel that different, and I was like, oh my god, I'm way taller than him. Like, I don't think he's gonna be into this. That was like the main thing.
Did it change in like later on in high school? Like, did you become more? Did other people become more interested in you?
So no. So like, I left my school in 9th grade. That was co-ed. It was like all genders, and I went to a girls only school for 10th grade, and then I homeschooled. So I was like not. I wasn't in like a dating scene.
You didn't have a big chance for interest,
and there was like no change. So I had this experience in 9th grade of like, boys aren't into me. I'm too tall. I'm taller than everybody. Then I left.
Yeah.
And so I was just like assumed it stayed the same, and then I went into college. And there were like taller boys, so that was, you know, I was like, oh my god, like finally I don't look, you know, so out of the norm, because the last time I'd been in this situation was 9th grade. So I think there I was like, oh, like people are finally taller, and then I met you. So
maybe your attraction to me being 4'7", and
great height,
my attraction to you was some kind of like attempt for you to like live out your childhood again, but in a way where you are attractive now. Like, no. I'm a 4th grader.
That's not...
To you.
No, that's not it. That's actually not it.
That's what Freud would say.
However, I always had, like, the rule that a guy would have to be taller than me. Because, like, society tells you that, right? I was like, I'm gonna have to find a really tall guy to live out this fantasy.
Luckily, a lot of male swimmers are pretty tall.
And, yeah, that's true. However, when I met you, I feel like you just, in my mind, got a free pass. Because, like, you use a wheelchair. It doesn't really matter how tall you are. Like, you're sitting. So I just, like, didn't really care about it. Thank God.
I got a pass on the height.
No, but now I'm like, that was so dumb, you know, to have that idea.
Yeah.
But anyway, going back to when we first met, I was afraid that you would be like, oh, you're tall, like taking up more space, and I don't want to be. Yeah, exactly.
No, I thought that you being so tall was like a bonus.
I know. That's interesting.
on a practical level, it made lifting me a lot easier.
Yeah.
You could, like, get me onto the bed, into the bathtub, like,
Yep.
things that a very short person probably couldn't do very easily.
That's true. It does come in handy.
And you being, like, muscular and athletic, I thought that was, like, attractive.
Yeah. You're into that.
Turns out, I was into it. All of it.
Turns out.
The whole package.
It was all good to go. But yeah, I just was thinking, I hadn't thought about that in so long, and I was thinking about those, like, days leading up to that first visit where I was like, this might be the end.
I did that. It's super interesting because I know from reading comments that everyone thinks that Hannah kind of stoops to my level, like, attraction-wise.
Yeah.
But the reality is that we both had the same kinds of fears about whether the other one would find us attractive. So.
Exactly.
Pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Well, that killed, I don't know,
15 minutes?
Now what?
I don't know.
We won't make you sit with us. Goodbye. Have a nice day. Don't enjoy your day.
We'll just be here.
We'll be here.
Bye.
Bye.